How about you? I'm Hank. I want to talk to you about a $5 tool that will literally help your lift capacity on your tractor. But before I do that, I want to show you a clip that I made. Oh, actually, it's two clips. I want to show you a clip that I made when I got the TYM T754 back to the house, where I talk about I may or may not do this, and then when I do something where I need this to be done, then I'll do it. So check this clip out right here, because I need to do something right now, and this $5 tool will help me. I don't know if I'm going to load the rear tires or not. It depends. Depends on if I use it once or twice where I'm like, doggone, I wish I had these tires loaded. Then I'd get them loaded. But as of right now, I'm not going to load the tires. Alright, so check out this second clip, right? This second clip is just the other day when I went over to my buddy's house. Check this one out.
Oh no!
Alright, now you know why I got to do this. So let's get the land plane off the 754, and I'll show you the little adapter kit that you need to buy if you want to load your own tires. Now, I'm going to caveat that by saying I live in Florida, and down here we have a practice of, let me get you guys down here. Down here we have a practice of putting water in our rear tires. A lot of people use rim guard, beet juice, windshield washer fluid, antifreeze, you name it. You know, any liquid. But in Florida, water's free. Don't have to worry about it freezing or, you know, expanding, and when it turns to ice in our wheels. And we don't really care about it rusting. People be like, well, I've got, you know, that will rust your rims out. I'll be long gone before that happens. I've got an 8N over there that's been set. I don't know when they loaded the rear tires on it, but it's set for 30-something years. And those rims ain't rusted. So, you know, there's been water. The point I'm trying to make is the water will rust your rims, but it'll take 75 years to do it. So who cares? Unless you don't want your great-grandchildren to have to go through the process. But by then, they'll probably have a new tractor anyway. Right? Anyway, let's get the land plane off. Let's get the tires loaded. And then we're going to see if loading it will help prevent the rear tires coming off the ground when I go back and help Braden move some of the stuff around his yard. All right, let's get started. Got the land plane off. I don't care how many times you've hooked up and unhooked up a implement on back of your 3-point hitch. It just stinks. That's just all there is to it. Hey, there's a couple things you're going to need. You're going to need a valve core tool set, or some type of way to get the valve stem out, or the valve core out of the valve stem. You're going to need, and this tool right here. Now this, I will put the link to, if I can find it on Amazon, I'll put the link on Amazon. I say it was a $5 tool, but keep in mind I bought this 50 million years ago. And I think I actually bought this at Tractor Supply. This is a Milton air water adapter kit. Part number S466, so if you want to find it at your local farm store or whatever. I think I bought it at Tractor Supply. Essentially, you get an adapter that goes onto your garden hose, or hose pipe as we like to call it. So you get this little doohickey right here, and then in that you have these adapters. So these adapters go onto the nozzle here, like so. Or if you need this adapter. Anyway, it comes with a few different adapters for different valve stems or whatever. And that's all you're going to need. You just need those two things, something to remove the valve core with, and this adapter. And I'll leave the link in the description for the Amazon affiliate link for it. Anyway, like I said, I think it was $5 or $7 when I bought it, but I've had it for a long time. So keep that in mind. All right, let me show you how I actually start the process of filling up the tires with water. Now, there's some different ways to do it. If you have a company come out, they may have a truck or something that will come out and have it like a pump that does it. A lot of people say you can use your ag extension office to call and get rim guard or some type of liquid product they'll come out to your house and do that, and it costs a couple dollars. I think it's probably 50, 100 bucks, somewhere around in there. But they'll come do it for you, or you know, there are tire shops that would do it for you. So check, if you don't want to do it yourself, check for your extension office or a tire shop. But this is what we do. I jack up the tractor, I rotate the tires, put them on jack stands. I rotate the tires so that the valve stem is at 12 o'clock, and then I pull the core out. And the reason I put it on jack stands is because I don't want the bead to break on the tire. That would not be good. So taking the weight off of it decreases the chance of you breaking the bead on your new tire. So let's get that done. Let's get the jack stands and get it all taken care of. All right, take the parking brake off, and this tire should spin. Yep, there we go. Let me get it up to you want the valve core up to the top, about to 12 o'clock, about right there. Let's see what the other side looks like. Did we get lucky? Nah. All right, we'll have to do one tire at a time. We can take both valve cores out, but we'll start with this side with the water. But let's take the valve cores out and get started on the process. Any valve core removal tool will work. You hear that? Just don't lose it. Don't lose your valve core. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. That way this can at least be, you know, losing its air. And remember where you put your caps and stuff. All right, y'all help me remember that's where I put it. Now we'll go get the water hose, get it hooked up, and get the water turned on and get ready to go. Oh, I meant to start the timer. Let's see, it's about 22 after, not exact, but it's about 9:22. We'll call it that. Let's call it 9:20 for easy math. All right, once you get the hose connected to your water source, put your this adapter on this side. Just screw it on like normal. It's a really, really easy process, folks. And then take your adapter, whatever adapter you need, put it on your valve stem. Look at that. Now we just wait till all the air is out of it. One question that you'll have is how much air pressure do you put in it after you add the water? Because remember, the water is only going to go to right here. Okay, so once this water goes here, that's as much as water as you're going to get, 3/4 of your tire. So from here up will be occupied by air. So one question is, how much air pressure do I need to have in my tire once I add water? And to be honest with you, I don't know the answer. There are tire gauges that compensate for ballast filled tires. I don't have that answer. I just know I run it until the tire is round. And then I watch it for a couple hours to see if I get some uneven tread wear, and then I make an adjustment, more air or less air after that. Now we can hook up the water. Like so, and turn the water on. It's almost 9:30, so let's turn the water on. Check for leaks, and you can hear it. Okay, we'll come back in a little while. Now, how do I know when it's full? It will not, you're not going to bust a tire filling water in it from a garden hose, but you take this little nozzle right here, see that water? You press that and you'll know that it's full. Okay, there you have it. Now let's give it a few minutes. We've been filling it now for, I don't know, about 8 minutes, and I found a chart online. 16R30 will hold 73 gallons of water, 609 pounds. So that's 1,218 pounds that I'm adding for rear ballast in this thing, according to this chart that I found online. 1,200 pounds is a lot of ballast, you know what I mean? So we got, you can hear it. Let's keep going here. I hope that microphone picked that up, but I mean, it's been going 10 minutes almost, and we're still pumping water into it. So 73 gallons of water. Yeah, we got a ways to go. Something else I want to mention, the reason I put jack stands under it is because once this tire gets full of water, the tractor's going to want to start to lean until you balance it out by putting water in that side. So just, you know, keep the, not only for safety, but that's going to be a lot of weight that jack is going to hold. So it's going to help keep the tractor a little more stable. And the fun part, the fun part is when we take off this, man, you're going to get wet until you put the valve core stem back on. So you got to unscrew that as fast as you can, hold it with your thumb, then shove your valve core in it. It's going to be a wet mess. So you'll see that here in a sec. Looking at about 20 minutes now, maybe even 25 minutes, still going. So it's going to take a minute or two, and I don't know if it shows up on camera. There's some dark clouds back there. I hope I don't get caught in the rain. Uh-oh. Remember what I just said? Look here, you see this? That's raindrops starting on the... Raindrops keep falling on my head. Anyway, rain's coming. I'm gonna get wet. So I gotta get these cameras in. Still got a little bit more to do. Let me get these cameras in. I'll try to show you. Oh man, it's gonna come down hard now. Let me get out of here. Let me just explain what I'm gonna do, and then I'm just gonna have to do it. And I'm gonna repeat the same process on the other side. I'm going to cut the water off, remove the water hose from the tire, put my thumb over the valve stem, insert the valve core, tighten it up, and you're done. It's as simple as that. Then repeat the process on the other side. Sorry the rain came. I just don't really want to get my cameras out in the weather. So, all right, I'm gonna give it another. It's been 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. Go back out there, get wet, and do the other side. Okay, I don't know if it shows up on screen, but I'm soaking wet. You get wet, but it reminded me of something. So when you take it off, when you put your finger on the valve stem, I've already let me show you. I've already started this side. But when you put your finger on the valve stem, put it on there so that you direct the water away from you. I put it on there and I was like pointing the water right. I was like, oh no, man, you got to point it to, you got to direct the water flow out of you. But then there's a second thing I thought of that I didn't mention earlier, is when you hear it stop putting water into the tire or the liquid into the tire, take it off, let the air escape, and then top it off. Because what's going to happen is it's going to fill up to about right here or so, whatever, here, whatever it is. And then all that air is still trapped in there. So you take this, take it off, spend about another 4 minutes or so, 3 or 4 minutes, letting all the air come out, and then top it off. And then you know that you've got water in the tire whenever you've got water coming out of it and soaking you all wet. It did quit raining, but I got rained on. Ugh. All right, cool. I hope that made sense. So direct the water away from you. When you do this, direct the water away from you using your thumb or whatever. And then when you hear the water stop, disconnect the water hose, let the air escape, reconnect the water hose, top it off. Okay, I can still hear water filling up the tire. But let me show you what I was talking about getting all the air out. So turn your water off. And then you press this button right here. That's going to get some air out. All right. But look, a faster way is just to take it off. But now what it's doing is it's pushing all this air out. Now I can add more water into the tire. That's what this button's for here on the side. but it just takes forever if you do it with the button. Now that the air has stopped, put your adapter back on. This ain't really a how-to video, by the way. And then your water filler adapter back on. And crank your water back up. Now you can put more water in your tire. Alright, come back in about 15 minutes. I'm going to set y'all way back here so y'all can experience this with me, okay? You got to pre-position your valve core and then prepare to get wet. I turned the water off, by the way. She's already ready. Alright. See how I'm directing the stream away from me? And there you have it. Just like that. You're gonna get wet. That's all I'm telling you. It'd be nice one day to take the wheels off and weigh them and see how much each tire weighs. Well, I mean, obviously I don't have the capacity to do that, but we're gonna take it off. We're just gonna throw a box blade on the back of it for now, just so I have something on the back, a box blade. I don't know, what's that? 3 to 500 pounds, something like that. But we got 1,200 pounds ish loaded, and now we're going to go see if we can pick up some cars and stuff with it. It'd be pretty awesome. Got all the tools put up. Now we can get started and get over there and see if we can help my neighbor move some cars around and stuff. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, throw a tractor emoji in the comment section, will you? And also, would you consider buying a hat or a t-shirt from us, or a hat and t-shirt at hamiltonvillefarm.com? On this channel, on this Hank Hamilton channel, with the exception of our partnership with TYM, which they don't pay me, by the way. They do the tractor for content, and I've talked about that in several videos. We don't do any sponsored slots on this channel, on the Hank Hamilton channel. I save all that for the main channel, where we do sponsor slots every now and again. So with the exception of our partnership, not our sponsorship, but our partnership with TYM, we don't take any type of money to do any type of sponsored slots here on this channel. So we do appreciate when you guys buy hats and t-shirts, hamiltonvillefarm.com. We'd appreciate it. Kind of helps buy fuel, things like that. Anyway, let's go move some cars around. All right, we made it. So let me show you just a couple little things we're gonna do. We're gonna move this bed, I think. We're gonna move this, I think it's a Camaro, or looks like a Camaro. Move that body. That's a frame that we almost tipped over the other day, and I'll see if he wants me to move that as well. I'll see where he wants to move all this stuff. What's up, Coop? This is Coop from Coop's house. If you've seen the main channel, you've seen Coop. He's helping me rebuild the K10 project truck for the girls. But anyway, you ready to get started?
I am, if you are.
Let's see what we can make happen. I think we got a plan. I think they're going to bring some blocks over here to set it down on. This next one we're going to lift is the one that made the rear end come off the ground, that frame of that truck. So now we're going to lift it and see if the wheels come off the ground. Oh yeah, the rear end ain't even feeling that now. That's crazy what 1,200 pounds would do for you. Easy. I had to put it in 4-wheel drive for a sec. Now all we got to do is get that Camaro. Got a little sloppy down there, but that's okay. Had to get out and take a thumbnail. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a fail. Whoops. I'm sorry. That's crazy. Yeah, I was worried about that weight. I need to come from the other side. So Coop is a firefighter by trade. So he's always helping people. I'll see if he wants to put blocks under it. You gonna put blocks under it?
Yeah, we can.
All right, we got everything squared away where Coop wanted it, and so we're headed back to the house. So the ballast in the back definitely helped some. It was night and day difference when you add 1,200 pounds in the back. Check out this video right here. It's awesome. God bless you guys.